Donald Trump said that he only wants to be dictator on day one. But somebody who wants to be dictator on day one, on any day, why would we believe that he would stop on day one? I mean, first of all, the joke is, how do you tell when a politician is lying? His lips are moving. But the other thing is that anybody who desires to be a dictator for any amount of time period, why would we believe that they would want to only have that power for one day? And, he wants to be dictator on day one because he wants to build the wall and drill, baby, drill. Like, he's not going to build a wall in one day. The old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Well, the wall wasn't built in a day. The wall was never completely built, period. So you can't build a wall in a day, and you're not going to complete drilling projects in a day. So he's going to want to be a dictator, emphasis on the word dick, for much longer than a day. And why would we ever believe that he would ever give that power up, right? So, and if you look at my just the clip video on this, it has actually drawn a lot of attention from some MAGA folks, and you have a lot of people on there cheering, like, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea to have Donald Trump become a dictator. And these people, I mean, this is why, I don't know if these people just would follow him like lemmings over the cliff. I mean, probably. Or if they just don't care about what system of government we have as long as Donald Trump is in charge. Or if they really believe that they would just give him this power, unlimited power, like the Emperor in Star Wars. If they would just give him unlimited power to do whatever he wants to do, and with the idea that, he'll give it back at some point. He just needs this power now so he can get things done. And then one day he'll just give it back because he's such a good guy. I'm sure that's what they believe. I'm sure plenty of them believe that because, that's why Donald Trump, after he won the 2016 Nevada primary, said that he loves the poorly educated. Because only somebody who is poorly educated, only somebody who has no idea about history, only somebody who has no idea about how power works and how power corrupts and how absolute power corrupts absolutely, would think that anybody who desires to be a dictator would ever be like, okay, I'm done with my dictatorial powers now. We're going to go back to our representative republic, to our representative democracy now. I'm going to cede back the power to the people because that's just the kind of nice guy I am. If you believe Donald Trump is that type of person, I have a bridge in Brooklyn I'd like to sell you, to use that old cliche term. So yeah, all those people posting on my video about, someone brought up like something about like, they started off the comment about Russia and the quote Russia hoax, and I'm like, I didn't even bother reading the rest of the comment. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, this is just the canned response that they always give. Yet, they'll always make the same things that, liberals are brain dead. But liberals are brain dead, but they always give us the same response over and over and over and over. It's like the same thing whenever I talk about like the voter ID laws, the so-called voter ID laws, and when I say I don't have a problem with the requirement of showing an ID to vote, the problem I have with these so-called voter ID laws is the other things in the law that have nothing to do with showing an ID to vote. Those other portions of the law are problematic. And every single time you'll have a conservative come in and be like, what's wrong with showing an ID to vote? And even when I say in that post or whatever, I'll be like, now I know that despite the fact that I said that I don't have a problem with showing an ID, and I know I said that, and my problem is with these other provisions that have nothing to do with showing an ID to vote. And I know some moron's going to come into this comment section and say, what's wrong with showing an ID to vote? Because they didn't actually read what I said. And even though I say that, they'll still do it. there was one time I actually said that, and the person who I predicted would do it did it, and I died laughing. Anyway, so again, this is why Donald Trump said after the 2016 Nevada primaries that he loves the poorly educated, because this is how he gets power. He loves the poorly educated for two reasons. A, the ones that vote for him will just line up like lemmings, and then the other ones, the ones on the extreme left, are going to be like, well, I'm not voting for the lesser of two evils because voting for evil is just bad. Well, they're just two sides of the same coins. Biden and Trump are the same thing anyway, so I'm not voting for either of them. Like, y'all are just as dumb. Anyway, so it is what it is.